So we got a bag of goodies, and boy, I'm still getting used to this car. There it is. I think I've put 300 miles on it now, and runs pretty good. I feel like it needs a tune-up though. It's probably never been done. It's only got 74,000 miles on it now. I bought it with 73.7 or whatever. So I'm really excited to see if it gets just a little bit better fuel economy, because it's not doing so good on fuel economy. That's the main reason. I think I might have a slight drag on the brakes too. I'll have to check that out. That would certainly make it. But when it's rolling just a little bit, it seems like it comes to a pretty sticky stop, if you know what I mean. So I'll have to check that out. But I still think it could use a tune-up. So what I did, I bought an ignition coil. Wow, Porky Pig there. Ignition coil, plugs, wires, yeah, and a fuel filter. So we'll get those put in, hopefully all today, as long as nothing else comes up. I just went to AutoZone. Their brand is Duralast. They can get other brands, but you know, store brand's usually fine for me. So here's my plugs. Excuse me, plug wires. But for the plugs, I don't know. I've never done this one before, so I figured I'd spring on these. Certainly could have come in handy on the truck. Those back two cylinders are kind of hard to get to those plugs. So just in case, I grabbed that. If they're super easy to get to, I might just bring it back. Who knows? Let's see. Here's the new ignition coil pack. Or what do they call this? Ignition coil. Okay. However they want to word it. And, you know, while I was there, I saw a couple cans of seafoam that were on sale, so grabbed a couple of those for this, for the truck, for, you know, small engines around here too. Sticking with Duralast. Got the fuel filter. I don't know where that is. It should be on the frame rail, maybe. No idea for sure. And then I got the Bosch Double Platinum OE replacement, so, you know, that's good. Anywho, let's start taking parts off. I say that and immediately I'm like, whoa, what tools do I need? Looks like these just, wow, how easy is that? That's awesome. Now before I get crazy and just start yanking them off, there is, you know, a order to the fire on an engine. And these wires, these original wires, actually have the number on them. They're numbered wires. Isn't that neat? So, number 4 cylinder, 4, 5, and do they call this 6? I'm not sure. Do they call it 6? No, that one's 5. 6 is right here. Yeah. So 4, 5, 6 on this side. It is not that cold out actually at the moment. Not much wind at all. Oh, it's kind of fun figuring stuff out. For the first time doing this job on here. So I'm just tracking wires right now. So the plug wires go around the back side of the engine. I'd say I'd prefer them up front, but there's already a lot going on up here too. So, I mean, the engineers know what they're doing, right? Usually, maybe not. I don't know. So they go around the back side of the engine. And I guess I need to move this stuff right back out of the way. All right. There's the fuel rail. Good to know where that is. Track that back and see if I can find a filter. The filter's probably on the frame rail. Or much stuff I'm going to have to get out of the way to get in there. I take the air hose off for the intake. Where this line is, oh, it's the fuel rail. I just have it wrapped in insulator. That's good. Well, you know, I need to check the air filter too. Anyway, right? I haven't done that, I don't think. Unless I did it at the dealer. I don't think so. I don't think I did. So let's take a gander. No grease there. Cone style. That comes out pretty easy. That's actually pretty clean. Just knock the dust out. Maybe on the ground. It's got a couple pieces of weeds and grass and such. Oh, yeah, we got, what is that, a sunflower seed. You know what, this could, I think this needs to be replaced. Why not? I've got it out. Wouldn't have to, but might as well. They're cheap. And I can use it as a rag now. Cool, they got a little metal mesh there after the filter. And then you've got your airflow sensors and whatnot on this. I'm thinking I could take the whole thing together, maybe, out. So let me get my flat tip to take it off of here. Look at that. Leaving tools out to the rescue again. I didn't have to go anywhere. I mean, of course, you could investigate what tools you'd need beforehand and have them set out. Not this guy. I'm going to take this hose off, get it out of the way. And then, how easy are you going to come off of here? Sometimes they got like they basically make their own seal on there. This one, not too bad. All right, we just have these two sensors hooked in. I could actually take that off if I wanted to, but I really don't think I need to, so I'm just going to leave it. The more things you take apart, the more you run the risk of something breaking. And now you got to go buy another part, and it just slows you down. Now I've got much better access. I got easy access to this cylinder, which is labeled number, is that number 1 they call it up front? Yep, 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 they call it. And I wonder if they've got them labeled on top of the intake too. I don't think so. So that's easy. I think, what's the guy gonna do? One at a time, maybe? Let me look at if I start there and they're all labeled, that might be a safe place to start. The only reason it matters is because the lengths, right? I think. So, brand new guy I watch on YouTube, funny guy, Derek Beery on Vice Grip Garage. He calls these lightning hoses. All his names for stuff are just hilarious, so I really like that. Now, the question is, are these labeled with the number as well? And they are not. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay all these hoses out over here on the driveway, or, well, not on the driveway, just inside the garage. And that way, what I'll do is each time I take one off, I'll find one that's the same length. And we'll just base it on that. So I should have 3 shorties and 3 long ones that have to go around the back of the engine compartment. Looks like that's the case. But even amongst the shorters, there is a shortest, I think. Well, yep. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me show you. Yeah, right there, just laying them out on the ground. And here, I guess I can change your position here for looking at the ignition coil. Whoops. And so what I'm thinking to do here, yeah, I'll just leave them on the plugs, but I can take all these off. So take all your plug wires off of your coil pack. We'll replace that first, and then we'll one at a time replace the wires and the plugs. All right, got that out of the way. We've got our wire harness come to the pack right here. Should have a little something to push or pull on. Right here on the bottom, it's got a little pull type, slides right off. Get a look. And then my throttle cables here, there's a little clip on the top. Let's see how that releases. I wonder if it just slides off of there. Maybe? Would that be too easy? That would definitely be too easy, right? Oh my heavens. It's not too easy, it just slides right back. And I should be able to put that right back on the new one. Okay, there's another wire right here. I'm assuming it goes to the pack. So let me just disconnect it, get it out of the way. And where's my flat tip? There. Okay. That's out of the way. We've got these little bitty guys. Gosh, what is that? Number 7, maybe 6? I don't know. Let's take a look. Well, see, this is a 7. Oh my heavens. Nice first guess. That does not always happen. In fact, it probably happens less often than it does. Less often than it doesn't. There we go. Wait, now I'm confused. So we're just going to loosen these up. Yeah, those are long. Where's my little screwdriver that takes a socket? That's what I need. I don't know where I put it. See, pros and cons of knowing where your tools are and putting them away. Trying to think, what was the last thing I used that for? I don't know. All right, so the one that the threads stick out goes on this side. This one goes on the left, so I'll put it on the left of my battery here, my little part holder. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do to shorten this thing down. Speed up, snip some pieces out. Most of the time I'm just talking to myself, not really talking to you all for any good reason, so I snip that out a lot. Somebody, I'm sure I'm not the first one that said it. At some point you forget whether you came up with it or if you heard it from somebody else. I think I heard it from somebody else. You know, they get questioned like, oh, you're talking to yourself again. And they say, well, that's where I get the best answers. So now I use that, and I'll tell other people too if they say, oh, I was just talking to myself. I said, well, that's where you probably get the best answers. Absolutely. Gotta be willing to listen to other people, but you gotta be able to listen to yourself too. Ooh, that's kind of deep. I like that. Man, some people got just money coming out their ears. Just at least a $75,000 truck just drove by. Just makes you wonder, like, what am I doing wrong with my life? But I don't know how big their payment is either, you know. They might not own it. The bank might own it. I own this. This is mine. There ain't no repo man coming for me. Boy, that's heavy. It's got some heft to it. Let's go get the replacement. Take a look, compare them. Heck, make sure, you know, you got the right part. So here's the new one. Here's the old one. Pretty nice. But yeah, you notice the original. It's got the Motorcraft sticker on it, and it has the cylinder numbers on there. This one doesn't. So we'll just learn as best we can from the original. I'll just go ahead and set that right there as a reference. Now, it was still firing okay, but one of the things they say is if your fuel economy is starting to go down considerably, you know, assuming it's not the brakes dragging. I don't know if it is. It's just one of those conspiracy theories I've got. But it could be a bad ignition coil, and this is the original. So I'm sure it'll be happy. The car will be happy to be running with a new one. So we'll just mount this guy up. Get those threads started on each corner so it's in place. Now this one's got this, you know, it's got like this sensor clip in. What does this sensor do? Anybody know what is that? Like I mean, it doesn't hook into anything. It just sits here. Does it detect a misfire or something? I don't know. No idea. Just kind of hanging out there. Whatever, we'll plug it back in. Alright. You gotta kind of like go like this while you're screwing it in. I think that's a requirement. I think a lot of people are just intimidated by, they hear tune-up and they think, oh, I got to take it to a mechanic. But hopefully if you were thinking about doing that and then you thought, well, maybe I can learn on YouTube, and I'd be shocked if you were guided to my video, but if you were, hopefully you see it's just, I ain't no mechanic, but you can figure it out. I mean, really all we're doing here, we're not even doing anything other than part swapping. You know, I used to work in a shops platoon, and our sister platoon was the maintenance platoon, and we'd make fun of them because all they did was part swapping, where the shops platoon would actually do the fixing. Well, heck, even some of the stuff the shops platoon did, just swapping parts, just happened to be further, you know, into an engine or whatever. So, all right, so that's on there, and I'm just going to give it a gentle snug. Nothing crazy. I am not torquing the heck out of these. Notice I'm also not looking up the actual torque spec. Heck, it probably is in that box. Well, or not. But you can look it up. I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to give it enough that it's not going to come loose. And no more. So, a lot of times you'll see me with my hand way down here. I don't come way out here unless I'm busting stuff loose. When I tighten, I stay down here so I don't get too much torque. So, okay. She's on. And looking at the old one, this is cylinder number 5. Here's spark plug wire number 5. And I can decide which order I want to go in. And I'm going to probably go ahead and do the far end first. What do we think? Or should I work from here over? I don't know that it matters. So probably start on the bottom so I don't have the top in and then I'm going underneath it. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, go ahead and hook this little sensor that goes to nothing back up. It must be a knock sensor. Maybe it can detect that a coil didn't fire. So I have no idea. If you know what it is, I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough to look it up myself. So if you know this sensor back here, you can tell me. I'd appreciate it. All right, let's pick one. I'm number 4 hooked to the top. And that's the furthest over here. Number 3 is on the other side, and that goes all the way around. So, I kind of want to just do 4. I mean, it's not that much harder to reach. Let's just do 4. What do you think? Now we've got these cool spark plug clips that hold the wires together. So I need to get that out of the way too. Let's see how that comes apart, if I can. Clip on there. Let me take this off and show it to you after all that struggle. Oh, back. So it just clips in there. I say, there it goes. And then the clip on the side holds it. So, see, now I'm going to have to, I can't get it off again. I managed not to break it. I'd like to continue to not to break it. There. All right, still good. I'll still be able to reuse it. Awesome. Let's just get this guy out of the way. So we reach down, try to pull it. Oh, man. Ooh. Hey, let's try those new pliers. Our new little pliers here. I don't know if this is going to make it easier or harder. Takes up more room, but get that right down around the boot. And then I might be able to pull and push down. Oh, that came out super easy. Wait, did it? Did it really? Or did it just slip off? Got it. Got it. Still busted my hand a little, but hey, it didn't draw blood. It's all good. All right. So I'm going to do one at a time, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that spark plug. That probably too long. Yep. I'll tell you what, the one that's on there might be just fine. Let's see. You know, standard little 3-inch extension might be just what the doctor ordered. Let's see. Kind of goes in at a little bit of an angle. Oop. Nope. What is that, my speedometer cable? I don't know. Oh, for criminy sake. Give it back. Get out of there before, if I can. Goodness. That's all what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it on there. There we go. Get it. Oh, I said I didn't bleed. I lied. Just a little, though. That's no big deal. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, there it goes. I mean, they're probably the original plugs, seeing that it's only got 77,000 miles. What did I say, 74,000 miles on it now? So, very likely, I'm not saying it is the case for sure, I'm just saying it's likely that it's the original plug. My back's not very happy with me, though. Oh, look, I got a matching one there. Or is that just off of that, maybe? I don't know. One of the other videos I said, I can say I've got blood, sweat, and tears, and I still haven't cried. So I haven't put too much money in it yet. I say yet, because I assume at some point I'll have to. But I'll tell you what, for right now, I'm pretty happy with the condition of the car. I don't think I'll be dumping gobs of money in it anytime soon, hopefully, knock on wood. Where's some wood? There we go. So, yeah. So far, so good. It runs, seems like it runs okay. I figured might as well give it a tune-up. Now, we're about to find out something about the car by looking at the plug. And it's been years since I looked at one of those guides. Let's see if I remember anything. Well, it's dark, so it's not burning too hot, because I think that would be like all white. And I think our gap is too much. I think the gap's too broad. And it's a little dark, but really not bad. Let me see if you can get a focus on that. Yep, right there. Nope, nope, there it is. Camera keeps wanting to refocus. Not bad, but I think that gap's too wide. Let me check a new one. A brand new, out of the box. And, oh yeah. Let's put them tip to tip. Come on, focus. See how much closer this one over here on the right is? The gap's a lot tighter. It's also got a lot like pointier tip there. That's like really pointy. This one's fatter. But that gap is a lot tighter. Well, it's pretty close. I think it's just an illusion, maybe. Well, let's get this old. Oh, look at the base on that. Pretty rusty. Pretty rusty. All right. Let's get the new one in there. So I guess I'll probably kind of cut the chit chat out by speeding up the process for getting the rest of them out and in, since we've done one. I will finish up here with the wire, but other than that, I don't think I need to show you details. It's all the same. This one's the closest one, so to the camera. Make sure I'm on Titan. And are we going to play this game again, or is it going to go in? There it goes. All right, awesome. And I am just gently tightening it down. Don't want to make it stay on there forever and always. All right, and then a new wire is needed. So, number 4, right here. Oh. So, you see they got a clip on this side, and they got a clip on this side, and then this clip goes over the top of it. So, you got to jam your screwdriver in there deep enough to pop it out while these guys are trying to hold it. Now I've bent them out now. Oh, whatever. Yay. All right. Well, wait. No, I still got another one. I've still got this clip. That works. Mucho bettero. I'm working on my Spanish. Spark plug number 4 out. And you can see, like I was saying, the original have the number right on there. So I'd be surprised if this was not the original. And it says Motorcraft right on there. So I don't know. Whatever. Let's go find this length. So what we've got here is they're not the exact same length. I've got one that's a little longer and one that's a little shorter than the number 4. So these two come up here. You know what I'll do? I'll see if the short one works. The shorter one. And if it does, then the other one will just be a slight bit long. And that won't be the worst thing in the world. Or I could switch it. That's true. I can always switch it. It's just a matter of, you know, does it reach in a way that doesn't break anything. So this is going to go back into that clip, and it would come right here. Or was it like sideways a little bit? All right, that's in. This comes to the clippy. Three goes to right there. See? So, that can't be there. That wire cannot be there. It's going to have to go around 3, go back to the clip, and then down to the spark plug, which is kind of a lot of traveling, a lot of extra traveling. So maybe I need the longer one. I don't know. We're going to see if it looks like it would fit. So that is over it, but it's not clicked in. It would get back to this, but only barely. So I'm actually thinking that I need that longer one. Yep, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. A little bit extra length here, I think, is gonna do the trick. Hear it click on there. Wasn't a satisfying click, but it clicked. And then you see I've got plenty of line here to now I had an extra clip. That one, yeah. Didn't I have another clip? This little guy. Yep. I did have another. I thought I had another one. I already forget what it looked like as far as the arrangement, though. So this is going to go here. I think I'm just going to wait, you know, on the clips until the end, and then I'll kind of put them all back together. I don't want this thing right up against the exhaust manifold, so I might come back out this side. What do you think? I I think so. I like that. And then it would come back. Seems like a lot of extra wire still. It really does. But that shorter one seemed too short. I'm not going to push that all the way on. Let's do the next one. Not really working. Ugh. Got my hand in there though. That worked. And that one's shorter. So, and there was a real short one though. Let's see if it's like the real short one. No, it's, oh yeah, it's the same length as the real short one. So, we will use it. All right, number 5. Isn't that a song? Like a late 90s, early 2000s, like Mambo number, yeah, Mambo number 5. Let's grab that spark plug first. This one's not going to be as easy. I might not have room for the extension. Let's try it without the extension first. It must be better from in here. Yeah. Well, I hate putting any tension on these wires. All right, we're on it. Kinda, maybe, no. All right, there we're seated. Loose. Good. Still a two-hand job here. All right. I really need to get one of those things you put down. Now this jacket's got a good thing to keep the zipper from rubbing, but leaning on it like this, probably be a good idea to get one of those. You know what I mean? Those like blankets for the fender. This one's missing some paint here on the inside anyway, but looks good when the hood's closed. Are you coming? Are you coming? Or oh gosh, I almost lost the socket. Are you gonna come out of there? Come on. Put the socket back on it. Come on out of there. Oh, so tight. So tight. And you're jammed in there so much that your forearm doesn't want to work. Maybe if I put this extension on it, I could use it to turn it. A little better. I was about to say much better. It's a little better. But at least it's getting done. Come on. There she be. There she be. And again, you can see it's a little rusty. Maybe the originals, I don't know. It does say it's Motorcraft Platinum. That's not to say somebody wouldn't replace with Motorcraft parts, but I don't know. With only that many miles, 74,000 miles, you know, a lot of folks wouldn't be thinking, oh, it needs a tune-up. It's only got that many miles. But the daggone thing's 24 years old now. So, yeah, they don't have a lot of miles on them, but they got a lot of years on them. So, I'm happy to give it some new parts. I hope that little tiny bloody spot stopped bleeding, or it's going to be all over the all over my brake booster here. It should have stopped by now. All right, that's tight. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's coated in soot or whatever, so that plugged it up. Good to go. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, that was a satisfying little pop. And I don't think I broke the skin on that knuckle buster. Didn't quite bust the knuckle. Now it's got a little plastic guard here. I'm going to take that off. Since they've got it on here, it must need it right in the middle. With being that close to the exhaust manifold, I suppose that's what it's for. And let's see, hopefully this is the right length. Looks good. So we're going to have half of them done, and my back's only 3/4 of the way done for the day. That's what it thinks. We'll make it. So I'm going to put my little protector on there. If I can. Come on. Protection, I guess, that they thought it needed. All right. Let's grab another plug. Well, let's get that one out of there first. Which is really just going to be awesome with the that header bolt sticking out. Let's see. Let's see how this. Gosh, that brake booster's right there too. Heck, just getting the boot off was fun. How's this going to be? Try to do it without the extension first of all. Well, I got it with my left hand, so let's try that here too. And I'm gonna have to be like doing this number blind too because of the angle. But when I feel the exhaust bolt, there it is. It's just past there. Should be the plug. Can I contort my fingers? Yep, it's on there. Okay. And now, I don't think I'm going to need the extension because I can see it looks like I've got pretty good reach there. Now, okay, on it. And there's room under it. I won't even bust my knuckle. It's fantastic. Oh, that's not bad at all. This one's probably the easiest one yet. I'd probably say too soon. And just keep going until you can't use the ratchet anymore. Otherwise, it'll wear your fingers out. All right, I don't think I can get any more than that. Oh gosh. Well, it was easy to bust it loose and get it started. Like, but now you got to go back to your fingers here, and that ain't working. And will the extension fit? You know, this is a thin jacket, but it is making my life a little difficult, I think. I say that, but it'd be kind of cold without it. Come on. Get out of my way. I don't want to hurt you. Oh my goodness. It's just really difficult. There. That's the right angle. You just gotta keep moving around, trying new positions until you can get an angle on that plug. I didn't think this was going to be that hard. And I'm not even to that side yet. I don't know. The brake booster's not in the way, but then you've got a bunch of your air conditioning components over there. Tubes and pipes and whatnot. All right, I feel like should be loose. Or out by now. Yep. All right. Oh, no. Uh-oh. There's oil on this. There is oil. There's oil on this. See that? The other two did not have oil on them. Oh, it smells so good. But should not be oil on that. And now this is stuck.
Yeah, I thought about doing the transmission on my car, and I was like, eh.
It'll wait.
It'll wait.
That'll wait.
It's just miserable.
It's not that bad.
It's dreary and damp.
At least I'm dry in here.
That's true.
So now I can just strip this clip out. Maybe. And then I can open it up with my back straight. It's got a clip, and a clip. You got to get these two clips off to get this clip off. But when I was telling myself in the camera, I said you need extra two hands in a spot that's too small for two extra hands. The dealer probably just breaks these off because they don't worry about reusing them. They probably just put a new one on.
Yeah, you also probably buy them in bulk, so they're cheaper.
Well, and they still charge you full price. This is one of the hobbies. DIY is a hobby that pays you. A lot of people have hobbies like going on vacations and going to restaurants and trying new, going skydiving or kayaking, or you have to pay for those hobbies. DIY pays you. Unless you botch something real bad.
Well, sometimes the hobby is also exercise.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting exercise too. My back is like, ah! It's not. Tell that to my hands. I was bleeding a little bit, and it got coated with soot, and it just plugged it right up. It did a good job. I mean, you guys should use that at the hospital. Just grab some grease and rub it on there. It'll stop the bleeding in no time. Is that how it works? Of course. They've probably got 10 clips on the backside of the engine for these wires. What do you bet? If they keep with their trend. Yeah, yep, I can see one right there. I think we're going to be leaving some wires in the engine compartment. I'm going to cut them as far in as I can. What am I going to do? Pull the engine to replace the plug wires?
Yeah.
No, thanks. No, thank you. I'm not getting back there. Even from underneath, you can't get there.
I can't even see back there.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cut them off as far as I can, and then hopefully I can run the new ones through.
Yeah, that's possible to get to right down there.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, it is possible or not possible?
No, I think,
you got engine, transmission.
I can see it right here and feel it right here, but then you can't for...
Can you cut them? Can you get your hand in there to cut it?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I can see.
Make sure it's those three wires and not something else. What do you need, a light?
Yeah. Ooh, yes.
Here. Yeah, we were losing light. We needed that.
Oh, and then they become coated.
Coated?
Yeah, see how they've got the shielding, that
Oh,
rigid shielding?
Yeah. We'll pull it off.
Well, if it's got the rigid shielding all the way through, I'm wondering if you can't just...
You wouldn't be able to pull it through because you got the boot on one end and the...
Yeah.
But if you can pull it through, just pull it through. And then we don't have to worry about it still being there.
I can cut it close, but what are you gonna do? Run the new wires up higher? Oh yeah, nice.
Why, yes, that's exactly what I would have to do.
Yep, good.
Oh, there comes the whole, that one, at least.
Yep.
Hey, and I brought a clip with it.
There you go. That was easy money business.
Easy, right? That's just 2. There should have been a 3rd.
No, that was 3.
Was it? Oh, yeah, okay. Only 2 of them had shielding on it, or did I lose?
The shielding's on the ground down here.
Okay. So we'll put the shielding on there, tuck it back in there, and run the 3 through.
This is my nice vest.
Well, you don't need to help. I
No,
I
I
appreciate
know.
it.
But I better stop before I
Yep.
do something I regret and then need
A new
then
vest.
my nice vest is not a nice vest.
Well, then you can wear it more often when you're doing work.
Well, I've got my nice vest that turned not nice vest because I did something that I shouldn't have been doing. In
Well,
my
you'll
nice
have
clothes.
2.
That doesn't make sense.
It does. 1 + 1 is 2. Unless you're doing that new math. You mean the stuff that works? Okay, so trying to run these 3 together around the back, and getting it to where it was will be a little too much of a bear, I think. So I'm thinking I might just run it right up here. The intake should get hot, but it shouldn't get that hot. You know what I mean? So, and they've got these little protector thingies. So let's put them all 3. I'll even put the clip on them. We'll run them over the top together. I guess I can put that on, or back on now. There. Clip. And we will run you through here. Or should I just, you know what? I'll just go here, yeah. If that'll work. Come on. That's number 6, which goes here. Okay. So let's see if we can get number 3 plug out. Might be a trick. At least I can see it. And the last wire. So plugs are in, coils in, plugs are in, last wire going on, and then I'm just gonna have to check to make sure the clippies are in places that will protect the wire from anything hot. So number one, I'm gonna run this up through there first. Come on. Click, click. And then this piece needs to come back this way a little bit. A little bit more. There. A little more. And I can go ahead and put number 6 in. Let's see. Oh yeah. That'll go right there. I think, well, it would have to sneak in between 2 and 1. That did it. It snuck in there. And is it out of the way of everything that it needs to be out of the way of? I think so. I think so. Pretty sure. All right, let me get that plugged in, and then we'll put the clips on to keep these wires somewhat secure. Maybe. How's that look, y'all? Probably not exactly what it was to start. It kind of makes sense, at least. This one did end up being longer, but there's nothing I can do about that. Just a little long. Guess I can shove that down there and then clip these 3 together here. And snap. Come on, snap. There, you heard that, I think. Sounds good. This one's a little long. If I can push it, yep. That looks good, at least. And then those 3 come together right here. And that looks pretty good. I can clip that back on. Oh, wait. There was one here. How did that go? Oh, that actually just pushed, if you remember, all this does is push over this bolt right here to hold these guys in place. Yep, it just pushes on like that. And this guy, something like that. Yeah. Start taking these tools off here so I don't forget. Okay. So make sure I didn't loosen anything else. I'm starting to do my checks. Not too early to start doing checks at this point. This clip, if I can get it on, that would be excellent. Shield back just a little, this shield forward a little, and then if we can get these 3 wires together, I'd be a happy camper person thing. And pushed into the little spots like that, and then snapped back closed. And then they're a happy family again. So good, clipped. I'm gonna zip tie, I think. Let me see if I can use this. So yeah, right here, it'd be really good to get this clip on here because it would give a little standoff distance from the fuel rail. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. Oh, this mess of stuff in the way again. But I think, I got it off there in the first, of course I might have just been brute forcing it, but oh, come on. Get you on that side. I think we will, maybe. Try. It's really tight in here, y'all. Almost lost the clip. Ooh, it's dangling. Okay, got it. And first hose in. I just lost the second hose. Where are you? That's actually the one I'm worried about most. Couldn't tell you which one it goes to at this point. Don't matter. There's not enough light. Well, that cylinder number 3 is not wanting to. That wire, not particularly fond of me, I don't think. It's so close. Yeah, get all the way in there. No, all the way. Seat in the back. It is not wanting to. There it goes. That one's in the back. Nope. No. It just popped out. Okay. That one's down. Oh, that wasn't number 3. Okay. I'll try to get number 3 next. No. Yeah, get in there. I can't see it. I lost it. There it is. Of course, when you want to put the next hose in, you'll lose your grip on the clamp. And I've got my wife yelling at you. Yeah, I hear ya. Yelling at me like I can't hear her. The whole neighborhood can hear her telling me dinner. It's like she doesn't understand. Like, I'm in the middle of the last little part here. I'm not going to go in right this second. Oh, I'm so close to clipping this last daggone piece. It should be clipping. It's right there. Come on. Clip shut. They're all there. They're all in position, Mr. Clip. Close down on them. There. Okay, they're all in good spots. I could actually now put this back on. I'll still need to put a new filter in here, air filter. What the heck is that? What is this grease I'm getting into over here? It's the second time I've gotten into it. I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, this, what orientation? No, that does not look like it goes that way. Get our intake hose back on here. There. And it lines up. Get this valve cover ventilation hose back on. And tighten down my hose clamp. Hey, Leo. No climbing on the car. Don't over tighten. I think everything's put back together. Again, I'll need to get a new filter, but I can put this one back in for now. Oh man, it does have some stuff in there. But in case I need to run it, let me put it back in because I don't have that part right now. And my back is about done for the day. It says, "What is wrong with you? Do you not listen to me?" How did I do that? I don't think I'd taken it off that yet. There, it lines up. Clippy and clip. There. Oh my heavens. My. Okay. Okay. Ow. Oh, we've got a little bit of mist coming down. Yeah. Just in time for me to close the garage door. Call it a night. All right. Good. I'm going to keep this around for a while just to be sure. Nothing wrong with the new one. I like how it was all the labels. That really helped me as a non-mechanic. Doing mechanic work. One back, another look over. I do need to hook the battery back up. I can't believe my battery has lasted this long on the phone and on the microphones. Yeah. Oh, come on. No, not a huge fan of this terminal style. I hate to say I like the GM truck terminal style better, but I do. There we go. There's just not a lot of room here to get on it. There should be. Should we try to start it? I mean, I guess why not? Of course, my hands are filthy. Try not to touch anything. Let's just see. I mean, I don't know, but it seemed like it was maybe smoother. Maybe. I'll have to see if I've got a video with it starting and compare the sounds. That seemed pretty smooth though. So it's, my wife just knocked on the window. Like, yes, honey, I know. I do like your cooking. I'll be in. All right. Good to go. Keep tuning in, there'll be more. I think rear diff and transaxle fluid are the next couple after this tune-up. So, oh, and we still have to do the fuel filter. See ya.